All right, Cancers, let's get right into it and talk about your astrological forecast for 2026. And I'll tell you what, it's shaping up to be a huge year of personal transformation for you. We're going to walk through the challenges, the breakthroughs, and the really big choices you're going to face. So let's dive in. The year kicks off with this incredibly empowering theme. Now, this isn't just some pretty phrase, okay? It is the core promise of 2026 for you. It means this is the year you finally get to take the lead, to choreograph your own steps, and really, truly direct the course of your life. The message here is so powerful. You are in the driver's seat. And, being in the driver's seat means making some pretty big decisions. 2026 is going to present you with a fundamental choice, a real fork in the road. You're going to find yourself standing there, deciding which path to take, a path focused on what the Source calls the beautiful life. And you can think of that as deep connections, personal fulfillment, or one centered on the rich life, which is more about material success and ambition. This is a serious decision, and it's going to set the tone for your future. Now, before you get to all that dancing and the big life choices, the year is going to start with a little bit of a test. But I want you to think of it less like a roadblock and more like level 1 in your year of transformation. And this first challenge, it's all about your finances. So what does this test actually look like? Well, the very beginning of the year comes with some very specific warnings. They're basically designed to help you navigate this initial period without any major stumbles. So let's break down what you really need to be watching out for. Okay, first and foremost, you have got to be extremely careful with your money. There's a really strong warning against spending on things that are, ultimately empty or just won't fulfill you. And beyond that, it's not just about your own spending habits. You also need to be on guard for people who might try to manipulate you or talk you into something that really only benefits them, not you. Caution is definitely the keyword here. This timeline shows how the year has a really clear emotional arc. It's a journey. You start with that financial test we just talked about. Then you move into this period of deep reassessment right around the middle of the year. And all of that hard work, it all leads up to a major breakthrough toward the end of the year. It's a path from challenge to clarity to reward. So after that financial test comes what is really the central challenge of 2026 for you. And this one is all about your personal connections. Mid-year is going to ask you to take a hard, honest look at the people you have around you. And yeah, that can be a difficult process, but it's an absolutely necessary one. The source material uses such a powerful phrase for this period, a grand cleanup. And that just perfectly captures the energy of this time. It's not about making little tweaks here and there. It's about a significant clearing out of relationships and connections that are just no longer serving you on your journey. So this cleanup involves a really deep reevaluation of your circle. You're going to feel like you're at a crossroads, making some really tough choices about who gets to stay in your life. Now, this necessary clearing might leave you feeling a little bit empty for a short time, but that space is exactly what allows for something new and something so much better to come in. And this brings us to the calm after the storm. Once you've navigated the financial tests and that relationship reset, the second half of the year, starting around September, is when your breakthrough begins. The energy is going to shift dramatically. It becomes optimistic and just full of potential. So what does this breakthrough look like? Well, first, a sense of calm and self-confidence comes rushing back. And with that new clarity, unexpected opportunities for new beginnings and progress just start to appear. And just as you cleared out those old connections, new, really supportive people will start to arrive in your life. And all of this comes together to give you this renewed sense of strength and confidence in your future. So, you know the journey, but how do you best navigate it? Well, this final section is your toolkit. It consolidates all the key advice from the source material to help you make the absolute most of this transformative year. The core strategy that's advised for you is what the Nord cards call transparency of intentions. Basically, this means being open and completely sincere in your dealings with people. The really fascinating thing about this approach is that it acts like a natural filter. When you're clear and you're honest, anyone who wants to use you or has bad intentions, they'll just leave on their own. And the right people, they'll stay. Let's pull it all together. From the Nor cards, your strategy is that transparency of intentions. From the Oracle cards, the guidance is twofold. First, focus on unlocking your own hidden potential, which is just waiting to emerge this year. And second, know that you will have a lot of help from your true, genuine friends. And here we are, full circle. This quote just reinforces that central theme of personal agency. It's not about waiting for things to happen to you.
In 2026, you are the planner. You decide what you want, you make the moves, and you will be the one to receive the amazing results of your own actions.
So after the tests, the cleanup, and the breakthrough, it all comes back to this. You'll have the stage, you'll know the steps, and the music will be yours to choose. The only question left is, are you ready? It's going to be a powerful year,